what's going on, family? I'm Scrapbook Boxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. I'm going to take a look at Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker, who was the holder of the WBC and the IBF Lightweight Championship belt. He was put his laurels up against Azuma. They called him the Professor, and he was some fighter. Let's take a look at these two men right here in the Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. Oh, what a fight this was.
SuperFeatherweight champion of the world, Azuma, the Warrior, Nelson. And in the blue corner, from Norfolk, Virginia, weighing an even 135 pounds. His professional record consists of 21 wins, 1 defeat, with 12 KOs. He is the IBF, WBC, lightweight champion of the world, Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker.
Pernell Whitaker, perhaps the pound-for-pound best in all the game. Now the challenge of the tough Ghana, Azuma Nelson, world champion at 130 pounds, stepping up to 135.
He goes right here. I'm not going to call it low. Okay? Now, protect yourself at all times. You've already had your instructions in the dressing room. Any questions from the challenger, she's second. Any questions from the champion, she's second. Let's get it on. Come on. All right.
They plan on getting it on. Mills Lane's signature call. He will be the referee for this championship fight. The IBF and WBC lightweight titles of Pernell Whitaker on the line. Joe Tessitore alongside former lightweight champion of the world, Ray Boom Boom Mancini. Ray, what are the keys to victory for each guy?
Well, for Azuma Nelson, pressure. He's got to pressure Pernell, concentrated body attack, and keep pushing him back. For Pete, he's got to stay on his legs. He's not going to, Azuma Nelson's about the same height, so he's not going to have a great advantage there, but his speed will be a big advantage for him. He's got to box him, work angles on him, and shoot that quick left hand.
Azuma Nelson hasn't lost a fight in 8 years. Played Salvador Sanchez, knocked him out in 1982. That came in the 15th round of their fight. Since then, Nelson has won 11 championship fights in a row. Of course, Pernell Whitaker, great road to career success that started with the 1984 U.S. Olympic team in Los Angeles.
All right, family, so let's take a look at this fight. Pernell Whitaker is in the blue and red, and Azuma Nelson is in the leopard print trunks. I can already see with Whitaker, he has to jab, he has to move, and he has to work on the inside with Azuma Nelson. Azuma Nelson is a two-fisted puncher. The issue is he's not strong enough to handle Pernell Whitaker. He's the WBC SuperFeatherweight champion, and he is going to be winging away. He's a warrior, as he showed in the bout with Salvador Sanchez. That was his first fight in the United States. He was a last-minute replacement. He did go the full distance, but he was knocked out in the last round.
And he's walking in with that cross-arm defense. Guys that Archie Moore made it famous. Kenny Norton made it famous.
And this is why Whitaker will be successful if he moves and pops the jab. But with the jab, he has to throw a 1-2. This is the time that I express throwing your power punch behind the jab. Because Whitaker is in position to do so, Azuma Nelson is coming in a squared position. So Whitaker must break the guard and bang with both hands in this particular fight. You cannot just use the jab with Azuma Nelson.
Criticize that defensive posture, saying, yes, it's sound defensively, but it takes too long then to get back into an offensive.
But if he does that, he will be fine in this fight. I'm speaking of Pernell Whitaker. He has to keep Azuma Nelson on the defense.
If you know how to use it, it's very effective.
Would you endorse it, though, if
No,
you were trained.
no. I think the traditional, move your head side to side, roll the shoulders, so your hands are in position to punch at all times.
Whitaker's doing the right thing. He's throwing punches to the body. He's throwing uppercuts on the inside. He is turning Azuma Nelson, but he's doing everything behind the jab.
Azuma Nelson's doing exactly what we said.
Eventually, Azuma Nelson will accelerate on the pressure, and that's when Whitaker will have to open up with 1-2s and rights to the body. Short uppercuts with the left hand on the inside. But angles is the name of the game.
Pernell Whitaker, Azuma Nelson. Joe Tessitore and Ray Boom Boom Mancini with you. Caesar's Palace, home to this IBF and WBC lightweight title fight. Pernell Whitaker, Azuma Nelson, round number 2.
See, Whitaker shouldn't worry about the left hand. Left hand should follow the right hand. But he should concentrate on the jab and throw body punches with Azuma Nelson. That is very important at this stage of the fight.
Many more big Vegas fights to come his way.
Because Azuma Nelson is crabbing his way in, you have to take away those legs.
He's not coming to throw punches. He's coming to catch your punches, trying to get close enough. But when he keeps his hands up ready to punch, Pete's not there. What you got to do against the southpaw, first of all, you got to step over to your left and push them to their left. Your left foot got to be outside the right foot. That's the way you fight a southpaw. And everyone thinks it's the right hand against the left hand. It's not. It's the left hand. The jab, the left hook. The left hook comes from the blind side. You hit him to the body, you hit him on the chin, you hit him on the shoulder, it slows him down, then it puts him in position to drop that right hand. He's not doing that, and if he doesn't do it, he won't be successful in this fight.
That was a good attack moments ago by Nelson. He came in against the ropes, was able to place the left hand, and then took a right hand to the body. Now back in, there's that turtle shell defense. He walks through the front door with it before they tie up and separate.
Mills Lane is the referee
Azuma Nelson
for this particular fight.
Amateur thought was right hands against the southpaw, right hands. It's not. It's got to travel twice as far as the left hand. It's the left hand you got to use. He's not doing that.
Well, there's one thing that everybody agrees with in terms of fighting a southpaw, and that is the position of the front feet. There's a good look we're getting there, and you can see that left foot of Azuma Nelson.
Very nice right hand to the body
Outside of the blue
from Pernell Whitaker.
Yes, but it doesn't make a difference, Joe, if you don't push him to his left. You got to force him to his left. You have your foot out there, which Azuma does, but he's not making Pete go to his left. He's letting Pete move his regular way to the right, which is the natural rotation of a southpaw.
And if he's moving to the right, he's staying out of the path of the right hand of Nelson.
Exactly.
Good jab from Pernell Whitaker. Gets away. There's a glimpse of how quick Pernell could be, but sometimes it works for the other guy. He actually turned away from that and ended up absorbing a punch to the kidneys.
That's good concentration.
Oh, did you just see that?
Behind the back.
I mean, who else could pull that than the magician, the ultimate skilled one, Pernell Whitaker? For a moment there, the head of Nelson was under the arm of Whitaker, and he threw a behind-the-back punch as if he was a point guard coming down on the fast break.
And Mills was out of position to see that.
Unbelievable. It happened so fast. A lot of great refs that would miss that one. What a display of athleticism from Whitaker. End of round 2.
The trainer for Azuma Nelson is Buffalo Martin.
Nelson seems cool and calm and in control. And as for Lou Duva and Pernell Whitaker, well, they got to be happy with how things have started so far. Really haven't gotten into the danger zone. Take a look back. Hey, don't try this at home, Ray.
There it is.
Have you ever seen that before?
No, I haven't.
Pernell Whitaker makes magic in the ring. Round 3. WBC-IBF lightweight title up for
Very good combinations thrown by Pernell Whitaker.
That's why he's at the top of the pound for pound chart.
Now look at his ability to get down low, have the head movement.
See, that's going to be a problem for anybody. Pete getting down such awkward positions, it's going to be that would be a headache for anybody.
Chopping right hand from Azuma Nelson, but looking 4, 5, 6 punches, returning fire from Whitaker. And this is what I talk about, Ray, when I say that turtle shell defensive posture. It doesn't allow you to then react and counter.
Exactly. I mean, it looks good. You catch punches, you block a lot of punches, you've done it right. Your hands aren't in position to punch back.
Moving Whitaker back, but Whitaker going backwards, fighting fine.
Well, you know, I'm trying to think what Azuma's thinking. He's not throwing a lot of punches. Maybe his thought is that if you pressure Pernell enough, that if you get him in the later rounds, it's like the old saying, you take him out to deep waters, then you drown him later. Maybe that's what he's thinking. Because right now, he's not throwing any punches. He's losing early rounds, and there's a lot of rounds you have to make up later.
Good body punch by Pernell Whitaker.
That right hand by Whitaker to the body. Nelson tries to come straight down, split the guard, had a little bit of success with the right hand.
Now Whitaker is allowing a Nelson to carry him a little too fast.
And the swarming attack,
He needs to go back to the jab.
that's a slip.
But that's what you got to do. Rough him up, throw him
You have to
down.
jab to the pit of the stomach and jab to the head.
Pernell Whitaker had his own game.
Jab to the chest and turn your man if you're Pernell Whitaker.
Make it a fight.
That's exactly what you got to do. Attaboy, there we go.
Does it right there.
He is allowing Nelson to get too close to him. He needs to go right back to the jab.
All of a sudden, Nelson on the attack.
But see, he lets Pete throw 5, 6 punches without being answered. Come on, you can't allow that.
There's that shell defense again. And Whitaker's smart to just throw against it. And he's really accurate with that right jab.
Now he needs to open up with 1-2 combinations
That comes behind
and throw punches to the body because Nelson is pushing him a little too fast.
He can do it all, right?
Yeah, he can.
do it all.
But I'm going to tell you, I'm impressed by Nelson. This guy is such a warrior, man. Look at him, walking him down. Nothing's backing him up.
Double, triple jab from Pernell Whitaker. Very entertaining third round here from Caesar's Palace. Whitaker and Nelson. Pernell Whitaker, their chance to cap a great stretch of success. Last February, he took the IBF lightweight title with a convincing decision win over Greg Haugen. And then last August, he avenged the old
Good body punch, work on the inside, go right back to the jab. Do not allow Azuma Nelson to grab you.
WBC lightweight title by defeating Jose Luis Ramirez in his home of Norfolk, Virginia. And now, perhaps the biggest challenge of his career today.
Good turns by Pernell Whitaker.
Azuma Nelson in the animal print trunks.
Now he needs to jab.
Coming up from 130 pounds to go after both of Whitaker's belts. Round number 4.
Joe, a couple moments earlier, Pete was doing a classic job that they call chopping the fighter down. He's chopping those punches to the body, to the arms, short chopping shots, and they're very effective, very effective. So right there, that was a short chopping shot. That's what they call chopping the fighter down. Oh, nice. That's great mid fight. That's some brilliant work there.
Does it surprise you that Whitaker is having as much success on the inside as he's having so far?
Yes, it does.
I mean, that should be where Nelson is
Exactly.
taking advantage.
That's his game. It's got to be. It's got to be his game to be successful in this fight. And you know what the funny thing is? Pete is open to it, man. He's open to it. He's standing there. Okay, now when he punches, fire back on him.
Well, that would be the other follow-up question. Are you also surprised?
Whitaker needs to be dropping
Whitaker appears to be on the inside.
1-2s down the pipe. And he needs to hook off the jab off the turn.
I'll stay on the outside and jab you to death.
Consistently turn Azuma Nelson. He'll make the fight much easier that way because Nelson is just walking in
Oh, look at the body work, right?
and swinging away.
Azuma trying
Doesn't
to
have a
back
game
right
plan.
there.
It doesn't have any rhythm
It's
at this point of the fight. Good shot to the pit of the stomach. Come back to the jab. Beautiful.
You can really see the fact
And he threw a left hand.
Whitaker
Turn your man and
has fully
jab.
evolved, fully matured in the prime of his career, a pound-for-pound elite, and now picking his shots here in round number 4.
He's breaking a right hook off. He's breaking that right hook off on Nelson. And Nelson's got to be doing something. He's coming forward. He's got to do some moving his hands also. Can't just,
Whitaker does not need to grab Nelson. He needs to be punching him.
He's got to throw
Because Nelson is walking in. He's literally just walking in, one foot after another.
You're backing him up, throw it out there, knock him off balance. Or at least let him know you got it, and it looks good to the judges. There.
Instead,
Now, if this was Ray Robinson, this is how he knocked out Gene Foreman.
Still scoring with the jab, and then putting together the combination. He has as much success going back as he does going forward.
Whitaker should not allow himself to grab Azuma Nelson.
Caesar's Palace, Las Vegas, Nevada. Over 3,200 have paid.
Pernell Whitaker needs to be throwing both hands at all times with Azuma Nelson because he's walking straight in. He can catch him. I agree with Georgie Benton. Every word. He needs to pop the jab, double up on the jab. He'll slow down the pace of the fight. And Nelson would not be walking in the way he's walking in. Whitaker's got to relax. He's got 12 rounds in this fight. He needs to control the action. Shouldn't be running around like that because of Nelson. He needs to control Nelson. Nelson is the smaller man. And he's desperate.
12-round title fight. The African native and world champion Azuma Nelson in the animal print. Sweet Pete Pernell Whitaker wearing the light blue with red trim.
See Pete, you see Joe how Pete's in there moving his elbow, moving him back with the shoulder. A lot of people ask me, what about I think about Pete Whitaker? One of the things besides all the obvious, his hand speed, everything else, he's one of the meanest guys you've seen. He's physically strong, very strong with that. He's got,
And that's deceiving when
yeah,
you look at
he's got thick legs and butt, and he's very strong, got a good base, but he's mean. You whack him, he's gonna whack you twice as low. If you whack him low, he's gonna whack you twice as hard low. You wanna bring an elbow across the head, he'll bring 2 of them across the head. He is a mean guy in there, and I'm impressed with him.
the complete package. Nelson trying to rally something here. Whitaker digs to the body with another right hand. And then back to that piston-like jab.
Joe, I'm very impressed with Pete's body.
Short right hand from Nelson.
Knocked him back a bit. Knocked him back. I thought he hit him with a good shot there.
But look at what Whitaker does. Goes right back to work. Doesn't give the judges a chance to think the round.
Can I grab him? You need to be punching Azuma Nelson.
Right back on top of him.
Nelson will not stop fighting you. Just have to accept that.
Especially when it's in the body.
Oh, good work by Whitaker. This needs to continue.
Whitaker goes to the body again.
Joe, a lot of people were asking me earlier what I thought about Azuma Nelson moving up to fight Whitaker. I said, when a fighter moves up, the one thing you got to be concerned with is the height differential. If he's not giving away any height, then it's a good move. Now, obviously, he's not giving too much of the height. He and Pete are about the same height. That's a good thing for Nelson.
There's a
Good left hand thrown by Pernell Whitaker.
There's the hand speed taking over.
So it's
You don't need to grab him. You need to swoosh down on the inside, work short shots on the inside, and go back to the jab.
Range being an issue,
Exactly.
height being an
Good
issue.
body punch.
Exactly. You got a big, it's hard for a small guy moving up when he's fighting a big, taller guy.
All Nelson is doing is following Whitaker around the ring.
It's not a good move.
Well, you look at
Whitaker needs to slow Nelson down by popping the jab.
these 5 pounds really don't mean anything.
He needs to double up on the jab.
And like I said, him and Pete are about the same height. So,
Everything will flow after the jab. It'll just happen naturally.
Then a good-looking 5th round for Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker.
Hey,
Sixth round, Whitaker and Azuma Nelson. Back in 1982, Azuma Nelson was TKO'd in the 15th round against the late Salvador Sanchez. Of course, Sanchez tragically died in a car accident after that fight. Since that summer night in 1982, the African native Nelson has gone 8 years and 11 championship fights without a loss. But I think he's behind on these scorecards tonight because Pernell Whitaker, as we just saw moments ago, keeps making offensive surges like that and has defensive mastery, and he's fighting as sharp as we've seen. Now, there was a good body shot there.
Yeah, I think that, Pete went down like he normally does, but I don't know if I'm not sure he didn't get hurt with that shot.
Well, we've seen him so many times with that crouching defensive posture. I don't think that's anything out of the ordinary.
No, but it happened to be right after that good body shot, so, or it could be just coincidence, right?
How about that shot to the body and then try to fire off the uppercut? So a good right hand from Nelson, but look at Whitaker.
Good combination by Whitaker. Whitaker needs to continue, pop the jab, and throw combinations on the inside.
That will end the fight right there. What a great body shot that is. That'll stop a guy in his tracks.
Straight left hand, then missed with the uppercut, and he's really aiming for that right side of the body of Nelson. He's been trying to place the left hand there all night long.
Joe, you mentioned earlier about Azuma Nelson who fought Salvador Sanchez on that in New York in November of '82. But let me also state, that fight, Nelson took that fight on two weeks' notice.
That speaks volumes of
Yes.
his skill set and his character and his will to win.
To fight Salvador Sanchez on 2 weeks' notice, he took the shot.
In a 15-round, nonetheless.
That's right, and went to 15 round. He stopped in the 15.
Those lanes separates him. Sixth round of our 12-round title fight. Jab from Whitaker. So fast, so accurate.
Hi family, I'm Scrapbook Boxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. All great fights and all great fighters don't never be forgotten on my channel. We're looking at Pernell Sweet Pete Whitaker and Azuma the Professor Nelson. See you next time. Salute.
You gotta give him a moving target on the way in.
Final instructions from Lou Duva and Georgie Benton in the corner of Pernell Whitaker. Azuma Nelson. You would think he has to go for it here. 12th and final round for the lightweight titles.
Well, obviously, there's got to be a sense of urgency from Nelson. So far, I think he's fighting like that. But it's difficult when you got a guy who's going to tie you up like that. It's like putting handcuffs on. Oh,
Right hand. A short, chopping right hand from Nelson.
Pete picked up his leg again. Pete grabbed his leg and picked it up again. Oh, man, he can't be going. Oh!
Another right hand.
This is happening because Whitaker is abandoning the jab.
What does Whitaker need to do to just survive this last round and come away with a decision win?
You know what? I think he's doing what he's got to do. He's got to fight the guy. I mean, I think he's winning. Oh, good combination right back.
That was a great combination.
But I mean, hey, he's coming to take your title and you want to hold on to it, you got to stand there and fight him.
Good enough offensive assault where for a moment we saw Nelson go back to that shell defense posture that we hadn't seen in a while. Straight left. Nelson trying to load up on that right hand.
Oh, good
Uppercut
combination.
right hand combination.
Truly impressed with Nelson this last round. Through this whole fight, he's been frightened. He's faced a
So Whitaker will remain the WBC and the IBF lightweight champion of the world. He would next get his opportunity against Juan Nazario in Las Vegas when he would score a first-round knockout. And that would be for the WBA and he would become unified. He won the IBF lightweight championship belt when he defeated Greg Haugen. The WBC lightweight championship belt when he defeated Jose Luis Ramirez. and he would become unified when he would defeat Juan Nazario. Juan Nazario knocked out
So far, I have Nelson winning the round.
Edwin El Chapo Rosario in Madison Square Garden.
Potentially be a 10-8 round for Nelson.
And Whitaker was there. I was at that fight. Whitaker was there to sign the fight Rosario. And it was an upset because Nazario knocked out Rosario. And Whitaker wound up fighting Nazario. And he would knock him out in the first round and he would become unified. I'll see you in the next video.
Ties up in a